Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch La Casa de Papel, Heist, the season 5, the episode 5, the last one of that part 1 that they released today. I'm right on time, you know. I watched these 5 first episodes of the season, these 5 episodes of the part 1 today. If you want to see my reaction videos about these episodes, I'm gonna put all of the links into the eye if you can be interested by that. And if you can be interested, I reacted to the 2 last seasons when it was out, so maybe go watch that if you want. I made a little break, you know, between the last episode and this one because I needed one. I needed one clearly if it was a roller coaster of emotions for me. The last episode, I cried a lot. Yes, in particular during the moment that Nairobi appeared on screen. If you were there when I reacted to the 2 last seasons, you know how much I love her, you know how much I cried when she was hurt, when we thought that she was gonna survive to everything, when finally she was killed. You know how much I cried, you know how much I love her, so of course having her on screen. Like I said, I didn't hear half of what she said because I couldn't, I was not there. So I cried for that, but I cried also a lot for Helsinki. Because of Helsinki and the fact that I love him, because of this situation with Palermo, all of what Palermo was saying to him, the fact that Palermo didn't want to cut his leg, didn't want to give up on Helsinki no matter what, was thanking the other ones to continue to not let Palermo behind, you know, to be there to try to find a way to save him and to save his leg. I cried for that, for him, but I cried also because all of them, they have to survive, but Helsinki can't die because he lost Nairobi and we saw how much he was in pain when it happened and all. He can't... We can't lose Helsinki, okay? That's it. That's the rule. We can't lose Helsinki. At the end of the last episode, I was mad. I was clearly mad. I was mad at you for no reasons, but just because of the fact that I needed to be mad at someone. The situation outside of the bank, you know, outside of that, it's so great. It's so fucking great. El Professor is back. He's doing all of his stuff and he's succeeding. Alicia, she's with us and she's gonna stay with us for a while because now we're making shopping for her, like we're gonna buy bottles and diapers for our kid. But also because we managed to manipulate El Colonel and we have a tape with him saying that he made fake evidences for Arturo, but I think also for Alicia. So we know her, we know what she wants, to have her on her back, to win. She can win and she can have her on her back if, you know, she's staying with us until the end, and at the end we're giving her the tapes, you know, we're helping her to have her situation back, her life back, because that's what she wants. She said that she liked her life that much. And that, it's great. The situation with the cops outside of the bank, it's great also. We manipulated El Colonel, he's not gonna send another team. Outside, everything is cool. Inside, we have 3 injured people. I'm not counting the 2 hostages. We have Matthias, we have Denver, we have Helsinki. I'm afraid for Helsinki. I don't know Matthias a lot, but I want him to survive. He was a good helper, you know, during these 2 seasons, so he has to survive. The 2 other ones, they can't die, and I'm really afraid of it. Helsinki because of how much he's injured, and Denver because everything, all of what the writers did during these 4 last episodes, it's pushing Denver to the death. Really, like saying goodbye to Monica like that. That situation with Monica and Arturo also. the fact that they lost hope to see Cincinnati again, and also the fact that he promised to Benjamin that he was gonna protect Julia, even if it means that he's gonna have to die for that. You know, he said something like that. In Manilia, we saw that she had this moment on the roof, like she was ready to die. So if at some point she's that close to die, I think that Denver is gonna save her and maybe he's gonna die protecting her. I don't want that. I clearly don't want that. We'll see. But I'm afraid because of that. So we have the three of them, Tokyo, Denver and Manilia, outside into the kitchen. We have Gandia leading these military guys who are not with us at all. I was wrong with that. I ate myself because I thought so. I managed to convince myself of that so much that it was a full surprise when during the last episode they were shooting at us. Gandia is leading these crazy guys and now is bragging and he's saying to Tokyo, you're gonna join Nairobi in heaven. At least they are going in heaven. You're gonna go in hell. Like I said at the end of the last episode, you're gonna go in hell and take the place that Arturo was supposed to take but didn't take because we saved him. Gandia, you're gonna die, tell me that you're gonna die, maybe not now, but at least during the part 2. And we have the other guys closed into that place, and it was not a part of a professor's plan. He didn't know that these doors could do that. I think that maybe we're gonna call for Raphael to help. Raphael, you know, Berlin's son that we saw turning into a thief during these flashbacks. These flashbacks, I love you Berlin, but they have to be there for a reason. So if it's not the story of how we got all of these things, you know, if these things are not important, maybe the story was important for Raphael, to present us Raphael, to tell us how he became a thief, and also for how it ended, that flashback and that conversation between Berlin and Raphael. He was saying to Raphael, see, you're a thief, and now all of what you have to gain in life, you have to steal it. And how he looked at Tatiana after that, and the fact that Berlin asked him, it's my wife, what do you think of her and all. I think that maybe Raphael is stole Tatiana to Berlin. That's why they were not talking together anymore. That's why he was not involved into the first Heist, you know. Maybe right now we can call Raphael because he's dealing well with all of the security things, you know, the hacking things. So maybe he can help our guys who are blocked into that room. The fact that it's a museum place, can it be related to that flashback? I said something like that during the review, but now that I'm seeing it again, I don't think so. I'm more thinking of that, you know, Raphael helping us right there. So yes, the situation inside sucks a lot. The situation outside is good. Like I said, the end of the last season, it was the total contrary. Inside, we were all together, we were screaming for Nairobi and all, and we were happy to be all together. We fought Gandia and we won against Gandia. And outside, El Professor was threatened by Alicia. In 4 episodes, they totally switched the situation. We have to lose a lot to win at the end. I'm repeating that to myself to reassure myself. I said also that I think that we're gonna lose someone, maybe a professor at the end, but maybe someone else before that. And now that, you know, I have this theory about Denver and all of these things that they made to make us think that he was gonna die, he was gonna sacrifice himself, he was saying goodbye to people and all. And also that we have Helsinki injured, I think that it's gonna be one of them. It's killing me in advance just to think that, but I have to think that, you know, I have to be objective also with the situation. that situation, they're such in a bad situation, it would be a miracle if none of them is dying. I know that Nairobi is already dead. I think that they're gonna lose other people. At least one. You know, it's logical. We'll see. So it's gonna be the last episode of this part 1. I'm expecting it to finish with a big cliffhanger, you know, with a lot of tension, with a lot of stress. That maybe, you know, at the end of it, we're gonna lose someone and we're gonna keep up of that someone being maybe still alive until the part 2. I'm expecting really to lose. Again, to lose a lot during this episode. Maybe 1 or 2 things resolved, but not so much, and really to finish it with a lot of tension and with the impression that we can't survive. You know that I'm not buying that theory that some viewers they have about the fact that Tokyo is telling us all of this story because she was the only one to survive. No, I'm not buying that. I can't. Not all of them, it's not possible. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Like I said, you have my Patreon on which you already have the 5 episodes since 1 week. They were in advance for that. And with the full reaction part, if you can be interested by that. And if you want to support me also, if you spend a good time with me for these 5 episodes. And that's it. Let's go for this episode 5. I'm in stress. I'm in a lot of stress right now. I'm sorry if I'm making a lot of things like that with my hands during the episode, but it's my stress expressing itself. Let's go! I hope that it's gonna be okay for the light for the end of this episode. For now, I think that my camera is dealing well with the lights. If I'm forced to, I'm gonna turn my light on. Where are we? These flashbacks, you know, they're explaining a lot where she's coming from. That's how you met. Huh?
Tenemos que encontrarla. Este departamento que necesitamos. 4 personas armadas, 3 mueren, 1 no. ¿Qué más necesitas para verlo claro? Esta mujer es una superviviente. Y ahora también es una asesina.
You know that I'm not a fan of Tokyo, but I always admired, you know, how great she is during battles. For that, I trust her with my life.
Salió como una reina con la bendición de la policía. Que acabamos de ver. Se tira o no. No se encuentra así como así. Y además no tienen nada que perder. Es justo lo que necesitamos.
She already lost the love of her life, her purpose in life. She said it.
Pasé 10 días escondida, rebobinando en mi cabeza cada una de las imágenes que había vivido con René. Entonces pensé que tenía que echar a correr más deprisa que antes, para no dejar que volviera a alcanzarme la pena. Y no paré. Ni siquiera cuando llegué a aquel callejón sin salida con un comando militar decidido a matarme.
You're still running away. You're brave, Tokyo. Did you see how big it is? How heavy it has to be? Ah! Grenades?
Porque tenemos que renunciar a esto.
Las vacaciones se acaban, baby.
Are you gonna die, Tokyo? And that's why, in fact, you're the one telling that story. All of that is to tell us that she already lost the love of her life, that she didn't have a life, she was just running away.
Yo te quiero tener todo el rato.
Quieres parecer libre. Y eso es muy caro.
Eso quiero. Ser libre.
Te quiero verte en una isla desierta. En mitad de la nada.
It was not with Rio that you wanted that.
Habrá que aprovecharlo.
It was with him.
Hay un sitio que te juro que te llevo.
Tokio. Segunda vez que elige Tokio. Fue para cambiar de vida.
Okay, they're not gonna send another team, but you can still...
Vamos a perforar esta pared. Abriremos una vía. Iniciaremos la construcción desde la despensa.
Okay, so no need to call Raphael.
Tardará 30 minutos como mínimo. Una hora siendo listas. Una hora.
¿Cuánto tardarías en abrir esta puerta?
No menos de 11 minutos, puedo sola.
Claro, puedo.
Save him.
Vamos, Helsinki.
Monica.
Venga, que puedes.
Tokio, ¿cuánto tiempo podéis aguantar?
No haga falta.
Empieza a perforar.
Yo, well.
Ya está cuestionando órdenes. Tokio, este es su punto débil. ¿Tú lo conoces? ¿Puedes hacer algo?
Hola, buen día.
Hola.
¿Has dicho?
Remember me?
¿Por qué no tienes cojones de irte a tu casa y mirar a los ojos a tu mujer y a tu hijo Juanito?
Voy a entrar y te voy a lavar la boca con jabón si hablas de mi familia.
Wait for it.
¿Qué ibas a decir? He ejecutado a una mujer indefensa y luego me he vendido y he traicionado a mi bando por cobarde. Hola, Juanito, hijo mío.
You can have him, Tokyo, you can have him.
Papá es un mierda. Llegaba siempre tarde porque no me la quería follar.
Continue, Tokyo. Fuck! Yes! And now, crazy boy, what are you gonna say? Fucking badass, Tokyo. Ooh, she's gonna blame you. We love that.
Ha sido un accidente.
Professor, it's disgusting.
Antes de...
Ah, did you wash your hands? You know, the last time that you did something with your hands. I'm sorry. I need to make myself lost. I need to evacuate the tension.
Tienes a dos compañeros heridos. Ven a atenderlos.
Ah, he's not dead.
Ay, no, puta madre.
A ver si vamos a dar los dos.
Come on, they're cousin, you know.
¿Antes? ¿Lo de la azotea? No, no te creas. Sí que lo pienso.
Me apoyo mucho que no es el mejor momento para hablar de estas cosas. Una cosa es que ahorita en Manila estamos en una puta guerra, ¿vale? Y yo estoy con Estocolmo, o sea que más claro que eso no sé qué decirte.
¿Estás enamorado de ella?
Yes.
¡Yo te cubro!
It's not hurt. It's just hurt.
Al próximo desacato te pongo de rodillas y te meto un tiro en la nuca.
Do it now!
No me estás contestando.
Estoy enamorado hasta las trancas. Venga, ¿qué?
Que nos conocemos. Y yo sé quién tú eres, sé lo que te gusta, cuáles son tus sueños. El gimnasio de artes marciales. Eso sí se lleva en Indonesia, no me puedo decir que no, como los kung fu y los chinos.
Sí, pero no puedo estar toda la vida dando hostias. He querido madurar.
2 putos años en Indonesia. En todo ese tiempo, no has dudado nunca.
Jamás. Pero Estocolmo de mierda, el rayo se me entró por la ventana y... Mi vida me parece un puto anuncio.
Isaac.
Esa no eres tú. Esa no es tu vida, es otra vida distinta. Pero tan tuya como la anterior.
Yes.
En una vida pueden caber varias.
It's a life that you chose.
¿Ellos?
Es gente que está en tu misma situación. Algo lleva pensándose mucho tiempo. 20 años.
No.
Estoy ofreciendo la libertad.
Saying the truth.
Salgo ahora mismo por esa puerta y desaparezco.
No lo haces porque ahí fuera ya no te está esperando nada ni nadie. No lo haces porque
The
tu
music.
vida terminó en ese último atraco y yo te estoy ofreciendo resucitar.
It's coming from the opening credits.
Una segunda vida, aunque por supuesto si lo prefieres puedes quedarte anclada en el recuerdo de la primera. Si tienes el valor para volver a nacer, para volver a es un sí o un no y se decide hoy.
You gave her
¿Tú crees que a él le hubiera
knife?
gustado? ¿Quién eres tú?
El profesor.
Bienvenida.
I can't cry right now. I have to focus. They are building the tension again to make me cry again.
Necesito el martillo neumático.
He's not there.
Es el martillo neumático.
Monica, stay with us.
Dame morfina, por favor. Esa cara no la conozco yo. Es el primer muerto. Prepara el toque donde va. Creo por ti.
Ah, he truly loves you.
Es que se pueden vivir varias vidas. ¿Río, no? Sí. ¿Qué haces?
We're gonna see your beginning, guys. If it's gonna be to see your end at the end of the episode, I'm not gonna handle that one.
Dicen que se puede ver el futuro a través de las estrellas. ¿Tú sabes?
See, now they're talking about the future. None of you.
Parece que vas a conocer a un chico.
¿Es guapo? Ah, sí. ¿Qué?
Un chico muy normal.
You're not.
Poco solitario también. El montón. El montón bueno.
Pues no sé cómo voy a conocer a ese chico. Estando aquí encerrada, dando clases con el profesor.
Por eso seguro que lo sabe Casiopea. Casiopea me dice que lo vas a conocer bailando.
It's a little cheesy.
I give my heart to the harp. I was in a high good season, yes,